So hello guys, again welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very happy to discuss in this video the impact of the maandamano that took place on Monday. You know, on Monday 20th, the opposition leader Raila Amolo Odinga called for a maandamano across the country, but with more intensity in Nairobi. So guys have asked me to give them some insights on what happened during that day, and what went wrong and what went good. As you always know, in the face of every crisis, there is always an opportunity. And you know, when you take opportunity in a crisis, it doesn't mean that you have bad intentions or you are opportunistic in a bad way, but it simply means that you have your eyes on on details of that opportunity, and that's why you seize it while other people miss it. So I will discuss shortly with you what happened on that day, what opportunities came about, and who took advantage of them. And my passion in this topic always will will be aligned more towards the taxi industry, the cab business, and the transport industry, especially within the city. So what happened on Monday is that most businesses remained closed. Most people remained at home, but on the other hand, a number of people, Monday was still not a public holiday, so a good number of people are still required to show up at their places of work, and they needed to go to work. On the other hand, also, the public transport industry was highly paralyzed. As you could see from the roads, very few public transport vehicles were, could be seen, especially the matatus and the buses. So meaning that, people did not get enough vehicles to service them. And at the same time, due to the fear of walking around, most people did not prefer to walk to the bus station to pick the buses. So they preferred to just use cabs to move around. And that is where the opportunity came about, because 99% of the taxi drivers stayed at home. I spoke to a good number of them, and none of them were working, including mine. I told my drivers to stay at home because of the fear of any risk while on the road. As you can know, when people go around the road to riot or to demonstrate, they can throw a stone at your car. It looks like a simple thing, but when it hits the windscreen, you will require 30,000 to do that repair. So it is not a simple thing to just say you are on the road when there are maandamanos, because something small can cost you a lot of money. But on the other hand, there are drivers who are, who don't fear the risk, and who are ready to face it head on, especially if the car is yours, because I believe that anybody who has employed a driver yesterday or on Monday advised them not to go on the roads. But some drivers drive their own car, so they decided that, I am taking the risk, I am going out on the roads, and I want to see how it turns out. So for the many people who are going to work, using cabs, there were not enough supply of cabs. So if you had opened your taxi app yesterday from the side of the customer, you would realize that the prices had surged. The prices had gone up ridiculously, because these online taxi systems, they use what we call dynamic pricing, meaning that the price that the customer sees on the app depends on the supply of the cars in that particular area at that particular time. So if the demand for cab is higher than the supply, meaning that there are no drivers within the area you live, and so many people are requesting for it, it will drive the prices high. And this was true because some drivers who went online yesterday, who went to work, they sent me screenshots, and they did, a whooping 12,000 Kenya shillings. You can imagine. Because one person told me that for a trip that they are usually paid 1,000 shillings, yesterday they were being paid 1,800 shillings. Another driver told me that for a trip that they are paid 300 Kenya shillings, it was going for 550,000 or 550 Kenya shillings. So almost double the price. So with the little amount of effort that you put on any other conventional day or any other day, yes, on Monday, the price was being doubled, and drivers who went online, they had nothing to regret. But of course, we know maybe 1 or 2 drivers paid for it. As you saw, the maandamano to some extent, they turned a bit chaotic. There were some cars that, got hurt, that got damaged by rioters on the roads. The guys, how do we call it? They vandalized things from the roads and from people's cars. And I believe some of those cars belonged to some of our colleagues in the industry. So that is the risk you take, and that is the price you pay. But, for those who are lucky, yesterday was, I'm telling you, a big day, and a day for, for the big fish. So that was the opportunity that I noticed. And that is why I always tell drivers, you can never discuss this industry the same way as the other driver. So if you are there, the way you experience the industry as a driver, that is your own experience, because it depends. A lot of things will depend on how you approach it as an individual rather than what the industry offers as a whole. As I have said, so many people yesterday decided to stay at home. A few decided to go working. The results are different. The same way I always talk about your working hours, the trips that you decide to accept and to turn down, the destinations you accept to go and the destination you refuse to go. You get my point. The amount of hours of work you put in and the amount of hours you decide to rest. Your strategy in this industry is very critical towards the results you achieve. And that is why I am here to always advise guys to come and talk to me, because, I have experience as a driver, and I have experience as an investor and as an owner of cars, and also as a friend of so many Uber drivers. So I have gathered a lot of, insights from many drivers, and I am putting that together so that I can share it with people out there who want to join the industry, so that you do that from a point of, deep knowledge. So that is the information I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this will help someone. If not you, you can share it with anyone. If you want to reach out to me for, for more of such conversations, you can just drop, a statement on the comment box. Then I will share with you my email so that you can write to me your specific requirement. So continue watching this channel and subscribe, share with other guys. And I am very happy that nowadays I'm having individualized conversations with some of the viewers who reach out to me. And I'm very happy to see that in a very small way, I am able to change people's lives, one person at a time, slowly by slowly, because I believe my viewers here are authentic. There are people who love the industry. In as much as you don't have so many views, the people who view my channel honestly are very interested. So I hope I will be able to help as many people as as we move on. And let's keep it here, guys. Thank you very much. Nimefanya